Hey folks, welcome back to, of all things, Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. I'm Mysterious JG. So, between videos I actually dumped everything except aid. The reason I had so much stuff is because I was carrying so much aid equipment. I was carrying lots of food and stuff. So between videos I went and actually removed all my character's clothes and weapons and went to the one place I knew for sure had a campsite, which is the Good Springs Source. I think it's Good Springs is the name of this town you start out in. And after Raoul took care of some geckos that were there, since I was unarmed and was only able to punch them, I found out there really wasn't very many things I could cook with all the ingredients I have. I don't feel like survival skill really worked out quite as well as I'd like in this game. I think it gives you bonuses to how often you need to eat and drink and stuff like that, so it was probably worth leveling up. Uh, I remember reading, even though it was a quote blind LP, somebody gave me a lot of shit about this. I did read a character build fact, just some basic non-plot spoiler information on how different game mechanics worked to avoid building a shitty character when I knew I would only play the game once. And survival is considered worthless unless you're playing hardcore, and when you're playing hardcore, it's considered okay. But yeah, I got rid of a lot of, most of it's not that heavy, but I got rid of a lot of aid stuff, so I'm carrying less water and less food, which hopefully will not be a big problem. I, um, I did add more ammo to my stock because this assault carbine is going to be kind of my bread and butter here. And actually, I should look and see if I can. Do I have another one of those? And if so, no, I don't. But I've got weapon repair kits. I got a couple of those, not many. But I added a Ripper to my inventory just so I'd have something melee in case things go south with weapons. Sniper rifle. I've got like 80 rounds of its ammo. Although, actually, no, I should look for that too. But I grabbed more ammo for the grenade launcher, so I've got like 25 grenades. I've got, I don't have any ammo for the silenced pistol. What am I thinking there? It's all stuff that I thought I'd taken care of kind of between, and then realized, no, I didn't actually. Plinking? 22 LR round. So that adds a little weight, but not too much. So I got some shots with a silenced pistol. The Ripper doesn't need ammo. Got good amount of ammo for the assault carbine, although it chews through it quickly. So 308 ammo. I think I'd basically taken most of what I had. Still shows me having 81, but I've actually got more of it than it displays now, because I've got 86 regular rounds. So why did it show 81? Oh, because I have 5 in the chamber. I guess. Yeah, so I got a few more shots and stuff. So I'm at 145 out of 220. So in fact, I'm still more than half my weight capacity is taken up before I even set foot into this DLC, which kind of makes me feel uneasy. But, you know, the only alternative, which I did seriously consider, is to drop the power armor and bring along something that weighs a lot less. The power armor weighs 40, and I could bring along combat armor, which weighs 25. It weighs more than half of what the power armor does, but has, well, more than half of the defense, so it kind of scales. Chinese stealth armor weighs half what the power armor does. It does less defense, a lot less defense. Less than half the defense. It adds to my sneak skill, but I think my sneak skill is already maxed. So actually, I meant to be ready to go as soon as we started this video, but in fact, now that I'm looking at it, I still could be tinkering a bit. Apologies for that. Just checking to make sure the recording was started. Yeah, no, I think I actually maxed my sneak skill. Yeah. That's why the stealth armor doesn't have a whole lot of appeal anymore. But no, I think if I'm gonna lug around this power armor, that's gonna be a thing. It is really gonna affect how much equipment I can carry. Brotherhood power armor weighs the same, but it gets me in trouble with certain factions. Combat armor weighs a lot too. I mean, I could wear really lightweight stuff and just have much lower damage protection. Part of the issue here is that I don't really know exactly where we're heading into. Because I avoided, by and large, having a lot of the DLC spoiled for me. But the only thing I'm afraid of, and I'm pretty sure, well, actually, you know what? I've got something open that even says so. Oh, no, I don't. Damn. Sorry, folks. I know this is not the best way to be starting a video, but I'm going to just look up something real quick. Fallout New Vegas DLC on the Fallout Wiki. Fallout Wiki has crashed my stuff in the past, but... Okay, 4 locations, blah, blah, blah. All world spaces except Dead Money's world space can be revisited at any time after completion. So the one I'm going into now is the only one I won't be able to revisit to get, like, if I don't get all the loot out. In addition, the Lonesome Road world space is the only one that can be left at any given time without prior completion. Alright. So... this might be a really bad idea, but... if I leave that stuff behind so I have more carrying capacity, I'm going into the only one that I won't be able to walk out of at will. So I kind of feel loath to carry in a lot of really heavy gear that I'll be obligated to get out. Ranger Casual outfit does like no damage reduction. Ranger Gray Hat actually does more damage reduction than the outfit does. Merc Charmer, Merc... whatever. I was using this combat armor for a long-ass time. Though honestly, the stealth armor is a better deal. I don't even know why I held on to some of this stuff. But I mean, I'll have a save outside if this turns into a complete disaster. Desperado cowboy hat. I guess I could take a look and see what my friend there is wearing and whether I should be using some of it. Can't really see the front of it though. Just to figure out which one do I like the look of better. What do I care? You don't even get to see it. I like the cruiser one, even though the Charmer one has a cooler name. Let's... oh, damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go ahead and wear them lightweight. Oh, this could be a bad idea, folks. But let's get some well-repaired Merc gear and a cowboy hat. And then we'll check and see what Raul's lugging around. Companion commands, open inventory.
I expect to be awed by your dizzying mercantile sense, boss.
That's right, buddy. He is carrying around a lot of energy stuff, which is fine. That suits me fine. I don't believe he's going to disappear from the game, nor do I believe the gear he's carrying will disappear from the game when we go on this DLC, where I don't think he's coming with us. I will be highly disappointed if he does. But, you know, I'll live. So yeah, now we are down to... God, we still have more than half of our weight capacity before we even get started on the DLC. It will make me psychologically feel better if I can get that down to less than half. We would need to lose 5. Do I have ammo for weapons I'm not carrying? I thought I was careful about that, and I think I was. See, I brought along a bunch of grenades, which might be a bad idea, especially now that I'm not wearing good armor. Banana yucca fruit. I'm carrying these things along basically because I figure I might be able to cook stuff later. Geckos. I got rid of a bunch of dog steaks. I had a lot of dog steaks I was carrying around. Purified water. I think I got rid of all the dirty water and took purified water instead. Weapon repair kits. Oh, good grief, JG. This is the epitome of what you should be doing off camera. There we go. I keep jumping when I mean to hit my Pip-Boy. Gotta get used to the controls again. It's been a long time. I could probably... What I probably want to do is sleep. You know what? I'll grab a dog steak so that I can sleep, drink some water out of my faucet, and eat. And then go on this DLC quest. So we have like the penthouse apartment that we could have in Vegas, but no, I've pretty much been living in Novac since I first found the place. Now we're thirsty and hungry. Actually kept stuff in the dresser? Oh, I guess this is stuff I never bothered to do anything with or get rid of. Empty syringes are actually part of a couple of recipes you can do. I probably shouldn't have drank out of that because it's irradiated, but not that big of a deal. Now, if I have a little nibble of dog steak, we can get going. And I know it's silly what little difference it made, but being down to 100 out of 210 instead of 110 out of 210, it's just like at least I got to where less than half of my carrying capacity is being used before I even start. That's something. There's stuff I'm carrying with me that I can leave behind there if I need to. Probably mostly taking the form of foodstuffs. Once again, jumping when I mean to use the Pip-Boy. But the abandoned BOS bunker. Nelson, it's been a long time and I don't remember it perfectly, but I believe Nelson is an irradiated hellhole, and Camp Forlorn Hope is actually a better place to go as a starting point for a march. But yeah, I'm already getting into it, man. I'm kind of mixed feelings, but I'm kind of glad we found an excuse to get into this game again. What? Oh, it must be Dr. Richards, NCR Heavies. I'm assuming the Legion is on the attack. Well, it looks like it's either that or just a generic monster, and they took him out.
I hear you defeated the Legion forces at Nelson. I'm impressed and thankful. It'll make my job around here much easier.
No problem, Dr. Richards. I'm glad I was able to accomplish your quest so long ago, I've forgotten what it was.
Things are better now that the Legion at Nelson have been defeated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would appear that you are out of stuff to say. So what did you guys kill? Was it a Legion guy, or was it just like... Oh, a bloatfly. I'll grab bloatfly meat. I don't remember all the ingredients in it, but bloatfly sliders are one of my favorite foodstuffs in this game because it actually makes you less hungry and less thirsty. I think that's one of the ones where it actually you're rewarded for having a decent survival skill. Like you don't just you need more than just a handful of survival points to make that recipe, but it's a good one. I do remember this place. I remember in general the camps because I remember what turned out to be the highly frustrating quest to visit all the camps to find out what was going on with crazy confused radio signals, and eventually finding out that that some dude out in NCR headquarters was sending false signals, and you try to confront him. He seemed like an amiable old chap, but he offed himself when you found out that he was sending these false signals, and he was doing it as part of, I guess he was trying to like prevent full-scale conflict by creating confusion. Like he just didn't want there to be a big war between the NCR and the Legion. Seems like he had the best of intentions, but never really quite made his plan. He seemed like he had good intentions, but his plan never really came together for me. Why he was trying to do what he was trying to do, and then he killed himself. And I remember that being a save load fest. Really just a load fest. Loaded and replayed that thing several times over, trying to get a scenario and an ending where I didn't feel like a son of a bitch. But ultimately, we got an experience reward gain out of it, and just didn't feel that good about the whole thing. We are out in the middle of mountains and stuff, so sometimes you come into a situation like this. That's probably where we're meant to go right there. Yep. That looks like the sort of thing that the DLC would just throw in a manhole cover that didn't exist there before. Abandoned BOS bunker. Man, got a lot of experience to get before I level up again, it looks like, unfortunately. Already getting a bit peckish, too. Merc outfits give me some stuff. Well rested gives me an experience boost. Limbs are in good shape, but, XP 53441 out of 53950. Maybe not that far. But, not sure what perks I have left to look forward to. This game doesn't really show you the perks you don't have. I think in general they made some gameplay changes to try to make things more difficult, which was probably for the best. Fallout 3, fun game, but it was very much a game that is as difficult as it was ever going to get at the beginning. Equipment storage. Maybe this is how it works. This thing is here for you to put your gear in before you get sucked into that quest. Speaking of, let's get a new save slot going. I'm saving over these endgame saves because I don't intend to go through the Hoover Dam, the Battle of Hoover Dam, the second Battle of Hoover Dam again. I don't see a reason to. We've already seen the end. He's got a lot of good stuff, actually. Jar of cloud residue. Sierra Madre Martini. Which kind of reminds me, actually, I actually intended to go back and watch ROH this week, Truth Martini. So you're still with me, Raoul. I'm under the impression this is one of the DLCs where I don't get to bring my companion along. So we'll see when it all changes. He was making fun of me for sneaking around before, but...
The old man will crawl around in the dirt to keep hidden.
You know what? Yeah, I would, because I'm wearing freaking Merc Charmer outfit, or Merc something or other outfit, because I didn't want to carry on too much stuff. Dead Money. Dead Money takes you to an extremely dangerous area of the Mojave Wasteland, a one-way journey until your business at the Sierra Madre is finished. In normal mode, you'll encounter new traps, enemies, and new companions whose lives are tied to yours. In hardcore mode, you'll be fighting the environment as well, a toxic city that erodes health over time. Companions are more vulnerable, and so are you. Dead Money is recommended for experienced couriers level 20+. If up to the challenge, continue on. The Sierra Madre grand opening awaits, and has been for 200 years. Eek. And they make it sound pretty intimidating, but we are over level 20. So seek out the radio signal in the bunker. I'm thinking they'll give you access to good gear to help you out. Still with me? Okay. Looks like the Brotherhood of Steel have been here. There's an average locked terminal. I don't know if I care about, it was kind of a double-edged sword trying to find the little, like, hidden thingies here. Like, oh, that will give you extra opportunities or remove, null, answers. Often just didn't seem worth it to me. Try enforced. 3 out of 8 correct. Enhanced would be 4 out of... So that can't be it. Inferior, 1, 2... That would appear to be only 2. No, wait, the 5th level of both is R, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Uncommon. Advanced. That'll be 3 with enforced. Wrong number with inferior, though. Invented. 2 at the end. 1. What about with inferior? 1, 2. 3. Could be invented. It is invented. But do I want to unlock the door? I don't even remember if I have lockpick skills. Oh, that's what BOS is. Brotherhood of Steel. I was wondering. That requires a key. So I guess I'd need to use this. I was wondering if I could also pick the lock for additional experience. Hidden. It's fine. Dean's Electronics is good. I think that's permanent, as opposed to the magazines. Don't remember what it does, though. I guess I just saved. Do I have the perk where you get more out of reading reading books? I think I do. Educated, I believe it was called. Yeah. So we can read Dean's Electronics. And again, well, I haven't mentioned it yet during this play, but repair skill increased by 4. Wow. That's good. But yeah, the DLCs tend to be pretty rich with, I won't call them OP items, but like things like permanent stat boosts and... Yeah, the DLCs throw a lot of that stuff around because they figure you paid for it. You paid real-world money. Vending machine. This is an unusual-looking crafting station. As you approach, lines of tiny holographic items appear on the dispensing tray. Wireframe schematics and lists of consumables the machine can assemble packaged for the consumer. There's also a slot on the slide with the Sierra Madre symbol. The slot does not look like part of the original design. Sierra Madre chips. Oh, okay. You can buy, return cigar carton, return cigarette pack. Oh, you can buy stuff that you're allowed to take back with you. I didn't mean to open One of you guys was marked not empty. Thought one of you was, anyway. The laser rifle. Scrap metal, I think, had its uses in this game. I know they did in earlier Fallout. I think Fallout 3, scrap metal was kind of useful. Pack of cigarettes, and cigarette. I'm falling into my old looting habits of grabbing things based on the value per pound of weight. But again, I'm already uneasy about scrap electronics. I'm already uneasy about how much recycling, microfusion cells. Already a little worried about, you know, I switched to weak armor just so that I would be able to carry more stuff. That's scrap electronics, isn't it? Yeah. Power helmet. That is, even if I don't use it, it's good. It's actually not good. It's excellent value per pound of weight. Remember getting snarkier than I meant to. Well, I mean, I meant to get snarky, but I think I maybe went too far. But I was lecturing Bobo on in his Fallout 3 LP for his, like, you know, his scavenging techniques. Like, no, Bobo, whoa. Okay, this is plot, I'm assuming. This is... I've lost Raoul's regular maintenance perk. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm thinking, I bet you anything we lose Raoul at this point. Raoul has returned to his shack. As it happens, I remember where that is, so we're okay. You are no longer well rested. Fallout New Vegas. Dead money.
You've heard of the Sierra Madre Casino. We all have.
Of course.
The legend, the curses, foolishness about it lying in the middle of the city of the dead, buried beneath a blood-red cloud. A bright, shining monument luring treasure hunters to their doom.
Yes,
the world's most famous stars and entertainers were invited to its grand opening.
These two people who look vaguely like real celebrities.
Was a sign of exclusiveness. The opening was supposed to symbolize a road to a brighter future, not just for the world, but for all who came to its doors. A chance for anyone to begin again.
People outside the world.
Except
you.
The Sierra Madre never opened. The war froze it in time, like a big flash bulb going off.
That was the saddest part of the nuclear world that ended war that ended everyone.
One big ending of humanity. It's still out there, in the wastes, preserved, just waiting for someone to crack it open. But getting to it, that's not the hard part.
Okay.
It's letting go.
Letting go of what? Precisely. Well, I kind of feel like I need to end the video, but it seems like plot's going down in a big way. Still, though, that's a bit of a hook, eh? If I did end the video now, you'd want to come back for more, right? So let's end the video. Well, let's double check and see how much time I've got invested in this particular video. And, my instincts were correct. It's time to end the video. When we come back, we are well and truly into the Dead Money DLC. I know, because we lost Raoul. Hopefully we won't lose our sanity or our lives. We'll find out next time in Let's Play Fallout New Vegas DLC, Dead Money. I'm Mysterious JG. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.